I will get less viewers. And I think that's okay with me. Is it my destiny to communicate? No matter what I get externally, nothing is going to be more fulfilling. I'm not 100% sure if that is my quote unquote new purpose, but that feels like a good direction to head in. Drink your water, baby. It's important. Welcome back to the vlog. I hope this week ends up being an entertaining, motivational, inspirational, educational, all the things. Fuck me, I love the sun though. It's so fucking nice. Especially before it gets boiling. Vitamin D, baby. If you are anything like me, you probably have a lot of things going on and a lot of things going on in your brain because a lot of things are going on in your external world as well. Projects you have to attend to, priorities you have to sift through, if you will. Mind dumping. I love mind dumping. Why do I love mind dumping? Because my brain is fucking hectic and I have things just drilling around in my brain. So a great way to start your day is literally just like opening up some sort of like document. For me, I have Notion because I think it's just easiest for mind dumps and stuff like that, and literally everything else, like use Notion. And I'll have tutorials of those coming soon. Maybe by the time you see this, they're up. One of the first things I did this morning is just listed out things that were floating around in my brain. Now, as I am continuing work, okay, so I get back on task, things are going to flood to me as well. Then I'll put it right here. At some point, in a perfect world, I will take these things, move them to tasks or projects, something like that, and then drag them to their tasks and projects area. But I don't know, I'm not good at that if I'm being completely frank, and I wish I was. I wish I was. So I highly recommend you try this system because it's very freeing. Even if you don't do the task, it is so rewarding to put the tasks, the ideas, the need to do's, but probably not need to do's, the want to do's more or less, on a page so that you can manipulate what the fuck is actually going on in your brain. When I say manipulate, by the way, I more so mean like from there on in, you can discard it. You can move it to a system where you actually do the thing. You can also prioritize better because now you can see like what's rattling around in your brain. There's just a lot of things you can do with it, man, that you can't really do to the same degree when it's up here. It's less objective when it's just rolling around in your brain like a fucking pinball machine. If it's just floating up here, it's very hard to see. Like your eyes can't see behind you, if you will. But once you take those thoughts and put them in front of you on a page, on a screen, whatever, it's much more easy to calm what's going on up here. And when you're more calm up here and you can get more shit done, it's just, man, spirituality, thoughtfulness, whatever the fuck you want to call it, mindfulness, doesn't really matter. All I know is it is one of the greatest productivity hacks to engage in these types of things. I think long-term, productivity and spirituality, people will start to see the link between the two. Controversial thought these days. Like I see very like life hacky people and I see very spiritual people. And I feel like the life hacky people are very good at getting shit done, but neglect the higher level realms, if you will, of spirituality, whereas the spirituality people usually suck at getting shit done and are too like in the clouds, if you will, and neglect the day-to-day and the tactical stuff. So I feel like blending the two is a very important thing for those who understand both aspects of it. Getting shit done at a dirt level and progressing at a cloud level, at a higher spiritual level, if you will. And like that's kind of where I come in. I really do wonder if I end up being this like spirituality / productivity type of guy that does what he can to merge the two. It'd be fascinating, man. It would be fascinating. Feels very on brand for me, that's for fucking sure. All right, I'm gonna get off camera. I'm talking a lot. Goodbye. Time lost, motherfucker. Give value where it's a commodity for free, and then monetize in the back end higher. I think that's just the greatest. I love freemium. It's like the Gary Vee model, if you will. I don't like this like monetize every little thing.
I really like Denise Duffield Thomas, where it's free or really expensive.
That's exactly fucking it. So I closed the screen door like this, and then I noticed it was just like this when I got back, which means cat is out. And he's an indoor cat, so let's go fucking find him, shall we? Kitty. Not around right now. Back is checked. Let us enter the outside. Not under there either. Well, I am guy that let out the cat, I guess. Fuck. Kitty. Good thing it's raining, so he'll probably come back soon and be like, fuck. A big L for me. Not locking the screen door. Forgot he can actually open it. Kitty. I'm gonna get my coffee and just quickly go for a walk. Cheers. He likes to hang out under cars as well. So I am constantly checking like anything going on under there. As I'm doing this, I have him held my mind's eye, by the way, so that he's attracted to me, essentially. Hey, and that's us. I've never actually seen what we look like from this angle. Fascinating. I got a rabbit running. Hello, rabbit. I wonder if he's running from a cat. It's a great question. Did he jump in the fucking pit? And the answer is no, he didn't. Thank God. I love coffee, bro. Kitty. I see him. Come here, kitty. Remember when the bunny was chased away? So it was actually him. Hi, bud. Here, kitty. Come here. Hi, boy. What are you doing? Cat, it's okay. Hi, buddy. Come here. Hi. Hello. Oh, I love you so much. All right, let's go, kitty. Mwah. Thank you for not going too far. Yes, Matt. I love having you at home, kitty. I literally never work out front right now, it feels like. I'm always in the back, so this is a nice little reset, if you will. And I just have a question. Is this a Pac-Man or a heart? My mom says heart, I say Pac-Man. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. He's very vocal right now because now he's got a taste of what it's like to be outside again. He's like, fuck, I want out of this fucking cage. I can already tell I'm gonna be chopping this up perfectly, so I'm excited about that. Good stuff. Man's not wrong. I also want to talk about a very important theme for today, which is, and in general right now, is I don't need to get things done today. What I mean by that is recently I've realized I'm trying to get too much done in too short of a time. I set unrealistic expectations and timelines for myself. I'm literally just self-sabotaging myself in this regard. So I have realized that I want to set things up in a way mentally where I am much more lenient, much more present, much more enjoying the moment of what I'm working on. And that comes many times within a belief of I don't need to get everything done I think I need to get done, all done today. Things take longer than a day most times. And like, for amazing projects, for very high quality projects, they're definitely gonna take longer than one single day. And I have had this tendency to think, yes, because it's coming up and because it's important, I have to get everything done on that task list all before I go to bed tonight. And that's just unrealistic. So giving myself permission with the, how do I describe this? It's almost like I am letting myself off the hook in a very empowering way, because when I'm not worried about getting every little thing done today, I'm able to actually get more done. It's a cool way of looking at that. And what I mean by that is when I am so stressed out, when I am so anxious, so like panicky, if you will, so focused on the end result of getting things done in a certain amount of time, the artificial timeline that I've given myself, as if everything needs to get done within the next 24 hours. It adds such a level of stress. I'm not able to enjoy the work at the highest degree, and every ounce of energy I am giving into that stress is energy that I'm taking away from my productivity. So when I actually like detach and am more gentle with myself and understand that like, yo, it's okay that today you might be able to not get everything done. Still try to get as much done as possible within the capacity of your resources, mentally, energetically. Yeah, but if you can't get everything done, that's okay too. The great example that's going on with me right now is this content catch-up thing. As much as I would like to catch up all within one day, post everything in one day, edit everything in one day, it's just not gonna happen. It's not realistic. As much as I would like to think that is possible, it's okay. And I can push something to tomorrow if I can't get it done today. And it just comes at consistently hacking towards that end goal and then enjoying each time I am hacking at it. Each time I'm taking my next step. Each time I'm putting in more action, more effort to get to that end goal. But not being so attached to the end goal, understanding that it will take time and that the journey is way more enjoyable than that destination. There's just a lot of key nuances within this type of mindset right now. And I wish I could have said that with shorter words, but it is what it is. This has been a major unlock for me recently. And I'm just pleased to see where this goes, because many times in the past, I would just like kill myself if I didn't get everything done within that day, and I start setting ridiculously stupid timelines and thinking that I was doing the right thing, but in reality I was just setting myself up for failure, disappointment, and then making projects take longer because I was discouraged. Have you done this? I'm sure you have. I think we've all done this at some point. It's very silly behavior, and it's not very useful to our growth. Yeah, at the same time, there's things like Parkinson's law that dictate the work allotted, or the work will follow whatever the timeline you give it, essentially. And I think that's true. But I also know if you give yourself like 4 minutes to do a 4-month project, that's not gonna help things at all. Anyways, this has been useful to me, especially today, because I am doing what I can, which is minimal today. I have not been in the greatest state today, and that's okay. I'm not gonna be perfect every day. I honor that. It's part of the journey. You're not gonna feel 100 24/7. Holy numbers. But yeah, you catch the drift. And that's cool. And doing what I can to get out of that state into a better state. And just had an energetic session like an hour ago, and I've been like on the go ever since, feeling so much better, and I'm grateful for that. Game-changing stuff, man. But yeah, just when I'm in those states though, before I get out, it's important that I just accept like where I'm at and just do what I can with what I have. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. Doing your best, which means doing what you can with what you have and doing it to the best of your ability. You ever just like get on a roll and just can't stop and just get completely into flow and everything's just working? Because that's what's happening right now. I'll share exactly what's going on after. I just had the craziest notion, like brainstorm slash like definition session. Insane. I don't even know if I can include all this in the vlog because I literally just talked for like 12 minutes straight, but man, so much just changed after that energy work session earlier. I just felt like I was in a completely magical state, magical period, if you will, and I just like, all the ideas, all the downloads were just all coming at me. I set up a challenges system to outline all the challenges that are going on in my life, which led me to an experiments type of system that connected the two. Like a challenge creates an experiment to try to solve that challenge. And then I was like, fuck it. This is basically turning into a reflection at this point. I might as well also introduce lessons and put the notes in there. And I was just like, all these things. And then like the evolution was holding me back for so long. So I was like, fuck it. Let's put the evolution on a new system as well. And then like toy with what that could be. It was super granular before, and I was like, fuck it. After a suggestion from mom of just like bouncing back and forth around potential ideas, she suggested possibly a week, like a weekly update to everything. I'm like, oh my god, yes. And I can do this for every area of my life, not just like the website type of thing. So I changed that up, and then I'm now focused on like putting it to all of business, like all major changes actually will be captured in one area instead of having a bunch of different change databases. Oh, there's so much good shit right now. And then like projects, it's clear to me how projects should probably go now within business, and I'm just like, this is fucking great. I'm so fucking amped right now. And key thing to highlight here, I would not have achieved all these downloads so fast if it wasn't for me being at the proper energy level. Before, I was just like in this like stuck type of state this morning. It was very fucking problematic. And even though I just tried to keep pushing forward, there's only so much you can do without hitting higher levels of consciousness, man. So doing this absolutely let the floodgates open, and now the evolution was like holding me back so much, for example. And then this session that mom gave me was just completely on like anything that's holding me back from progress, anything around that type of thing, just setting me free on anything that might be preventing me from going to the next level, any roadblocks, etc. It just worked so fucking well. So thank you, mom. Means so fucking much. Anyways, I literally just went on a tear for like 3 hours or whatever of just, or something like that, of just defining so much good shit. And it's amazing. I'm very excited for this. This is about to change so much. Just one more late night thought as I'm like pondering this idea of evolution. And when I was crafting that formula, not formula, system, I also came up with the lesson of like, holy shit, like this is why I love documenting so much. I love tracking my evolution. And then I was just listening to Russell Brand and him talk about his why. And it was about communicating spiritual ideas in a way that people can understand it. I'm like, I relate to that, but there's also more variety I find that I want to do within my content and my energy work and all that type of jazz, consulting, all of it. And I think what I'm getting so far is that I want to help people evolve into their best self, whatever that might mean for them. There's so many different things I'm trying to do within my content, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's about like, I've like want to help people get into their best version of themselves in whatever area they're looking to do that with, like happiness, first and foremost, of course, as you guys know from me, but beyond that, results in mental health, of course, spirituality, business, health and fitness, fucking relationships, and sometimes literally. And man, there's something around evolution to be said right now. And I'm just not sure. I'm not 100% sure if that is my quote unquote new purpose, but that feels like a good direction to head in. Helping people evolve into their best self. It's interesting. Alright, that is enough for today. Good night. That was so extra. I fucking love it. 1 hour and 25 fucking minutes for the journal 2. Jesus Christ, man. This series is just massive. Thankfully, that is the final until I start recording again. So they're all timestamped, they're all edited, and with rare exception, they're almost all titled and detailed. So everything's just ready to go. I just need to basically press render on all of them and then upload them. So that feels good. As for Notion stuff, made some progress in some other areas as well. So everything in the past week, from experiments, challenges, lessons, ideas, and journal entries, notes, plans, tasks, and power list. Basically, I need this to work as my reminder for my reflection if I have any other things at the end of the week. So that was a good little tool I made. I also designed some wisdom outlines for the database. So just setting this up in a way where it can go from quotes to now showing all types of lessons that I'm experiencing, whether that is a mindset lesson, a tactical lesson, a self-awareness lesson, a quote, a question, a practice, these kinds of things. But those are the main 2 things today. And I'm just loving how this feels. This feels very right. And We shall see if this all ages correctly. I think it will though, I think it will. But yeah, good day so far. Doing well, life is good. Keeping moving forward. Although I'm a little bit concerned with money stuff right now, but step by step, man, step by step. Man, lo-fi is just a vibe. It's so peaceful. Working on a lot of project stuff right now. I'm just trying to implement this specific system. This is how I'm starting out my design now. Start with the properties, and then I want to do a better job of integrating the body aspect of it as well. But many times just too much focus on the head, the properties inside of Notion, and I want to do a better job of making sure I'm utilizing all the body aspects as well. A lot of this right now, and here's like little things I need to change for each type of system. I also just need to get better at using my task list. For whatever reason, just I'm letting it slip too much right now. But yeah, things are changing. Things are changing a lot with my Notion right now. I find it funny that all of this is going on a year after being on Notion. On Saturday, I hit my 1 year, and everything's basically changed in the course of a few days since. A bunch of theses have developed, a bunch of things that I've been wishing for are coming to fruition. Pretty fucking gangster. Pretty fucking gangster. It's the process 22 and then the Friday for that. So whatever the fuck that ends up being. But that was my first day I've edited of the vlog in like, I don't know, a week plus, maybe 2 weeks type of thing. Just because I've been so fucking focused on the reflections catch up. And throughout this, just one thing occurred to me. Number one, your progress is more simple than you make it out to be. Number two, you are probably the only one holding you back. When you embody those two things, you can just do incredible fucking things on this earth. It's all up to you at the end of the day. It is all up to you. And it is as complex or as simple as you make it out to be. Your choice. 100% your choice. Also, this, honestly, I just don't even know what the fuck I'm doing with my content anymore. It's really fascinating to edit and just be like, cool. Now, like, why am I recording this type of thing? And like, what is the purpose of all this? So, as you can see with this current vlog right now, I'm just trying out different things. Like, things are changing, things are evolving, and I don't know what's gonna be valuable and what isn't, and how this will change over time. And I just wish I had more feedback to understand what's working and what isn't, from the end listener and watcher. Because I'm paying attention to me, but I can only pay attention to my creations so much. I need other people to give me their input as someone who's watching and consuming this. Fashion, sweetie. It's getting a little bit deep inside my brain right now, and I'm literally wondering, like, is it my destiny to communicate with my words? And why I'm asking this is because I just default so much of my vlog and so much of my content into just speaking. And it's such a struggle for me because I feel like I shouldn't speak that much and I should show more. And I love showing at the same time and speaking on it. And I love this like back and forth show and tell type of strategy that I deploy within especially my content and more of my vlog as time goes on. But listening to Russell Brand, for example, I am obsessed with Russell Brand. The past week, I've just been like consuming 3 long form pieces of content by Russell, and the man is absolutely an artist with his vocabulary as well as his verbal paintings, if you will. I could call it. It's absolutely intoxicating listening to the man, and I wonder how much of that I should train within myself so that I can become so good with my words that I don't need to feel this like guilt about speaking so damn much on my vlog, the journal, any long form piece of content, etc. Because I don't know, I have this just resistance to being a talking fucking head right now. And I want to get through it. I also want to find a happy balance between documenting work and not at the same time, because I'm like, is this boring, is this not? There's just a lot of things going through my brain right now as I evolve, and I'm feeling a lot of evolution happening right now within me. It's a magical thing, because what is life without evolution? This word is just a pattern in so many ways right now. Evolution, the system that I'm developing right now to track the evolution over time, my purpose earlier in this week, me realizing that I want to help people evolve into their best self, their best version of themselves, their greatest self, whatever the hell that ends up being. But, and then just, I feel like I'm evolving in so many different ways right now. Like, so many things are just breaking free all at once. It's insane, bro. I'm so fortunate to have this life, man. I don't know if it's, because that's the thing. Most people can't see what I see. They see a different version than I see when I look in the mirror, because I can see what's going on in my brain and in my mind. And I can pay attention to the progressions that people are not able to see because they're not with me. They're not inside of the architecture that's going to provide that, the external results, as well as like the internal results, like the inner fulfillment and all that jazz. I am super fucking blessed, and I just feel like things are about to get crazy in a great way. So I'm very fortunate. And it's not just like about just my personal evolution as well, it's about like my business evolution, watching things like Notion stuff start to take off. And like that obviously hasn't happened yet, but I can just see where it's going to head. The energy work stuff as well, like the breakthroughs I've had in the last like week with that, the Notion stuff, how I've broken free with that energy work session the other day for a mom, and how it was about any resistance to progress and getting rid of and transforming anything that was holding me back. And now I just feel like so much more free all of a sudden. And I just, yeah, the only person that is ever in my way is truly me at the end of the day. And I hope you remember that for yourself as well. Okay, I'm gonna go inside now. It's starting to actually rain. But this has been nice. Me just walking around in the very wet atmosphere. And I hope all of this stuff is coming out valuable. I don't want to make things for the sake of making. My goal is always, how can I help people? How can I serve in some way? And if it's not very interesting to me. This is so funny. I literally look like I have shorts, but they're actually just rolled up. They like come down enough where it actually just looks like shorts in the mirror. Seafood? Living our best NRC lives. Cheers. I think it's actually just hilarious though that we're the exact same hair right now. Do you have this thing going on as well back here? Okay, that was literally an hour of, and actually a half of just like recording and stuff like that. Fascinating shit, client work, all that fun jazz, but trying to get faster, trying to get more effective, and trying to also act faster, because it's easier once you have a plan in your mind, if you will, to just act on it, because the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to actually implement said project, in my opinion. It's nice when you can just act with the excitement. You're like, I know I can do this, and here's where this goes, type of thing. And when you just have a clear vision, it's just so much more rewarding to just act on it right a fucking way. Let's eat this dragonfly. And your boy saved it. He's got web all over him. Okay, now I'm gonna put you on the plant because I need you to live. Stay safe, beautiful. Poor thing. Might have just lost some good babies, but I don't actually know. Give me some honest feedback, thoughts on this. Just obviously pony in the back, but half done. I don't know. I look like Lord fucking Farquaad, but like, I don't know. Give me some feedback, I wanna hear. It is the day after right now. I have returned. There is nothing, which means I'm pretty sure he was saved. And that means everything. I love it. What happened yesterday was this fucking huge spider was like crawling down right here. That dragonfly was stuck in this like web right there. It was about to just get completely devoured, and then mom was like, oh my god, yo, save the dragonfly. It's about to get eaten. So I flipped around, just got the broom. It's like, pop, pop, pop. And then got that dragonfly out. I obviously couldn't record because it was about to fucking die. I was scared he wasn't gonna make it, but I guess he pulled through. Dragonfly lives. Happy Josh. Also, what are our thoughts on this new iteration? By the end of the last night, I wasn't loving the way this was looking, but I'm enjoying this a little bit more. A little bit pulled back around this area, letting the back fall more than the sides as well. I think it's interesting. also questionable as fuck. Life is just good, man. Had a meditation, had a good workout, had some delicious food that I obviously inhaled because, well, it's food. Rice and chicken specifically was so beautiful. Water, coffee, creative work. Oh, life is fucking good, man. Life is good. Outside, breathing fresh oxygen, as well as just looking at all this beautiful clouds. And like, am I going to be any happier when I quote unquote have external success? I think the answer is no. I'm just looking around and like, I'm in a pickle financially. I don't have things figured out, quote unquote, yet 100%. Never will happen. No such thing as 100% figured out. I have minimal success. I am living in a townhouse with my family at 24 years old. And I just know that no matter what I get externally, trappings of success, nothing is going to be more fulfilling than what's going on inside me, inside my heart, inside my mind, inside. It's a very internal game, man. It's very much what I'm focused on this week. Like, life is an inside game. Wherever you go, there you are. Don't wait to be happy. Be happy now. Because if you choose to wait to be happy, and if you choose to neglect looking at patterns and going deep within yourself, you can amass whatever externally you choose, but it will never be enough. Ever. So that's what's going on in my brain right now. Having a good day. Things are going pretty good. Trying to make progress on this fucking client video. It's not perfect for my happiness right now, but I've got to do what I've got to do sometimes, you know? So, but I'm also auditing. I'm like, hey, I need to learn how to enjoy these, like, this client work. Going back to what I was saying about, like, wherever you go, there you are. There's some sort of thing right there. And when I say thing, I mean more so probably like underrooted, root cause challenge type of thing that makes me feel not 100% when I'm working on something else that isn't mine. There's something to be learned there. But it's going well so far. Lots of editing, lots of content stuff. And the next time I talk to you, I will talk to you about how I finally posted reflections. Asterisk, I just have it scheduled for tomorrow. Here's what the current setup is. Cool, thumbnail, title. I ended up going with fired equals freedom, even though I don't really feel like talking about this anymore, but it just has to be done. Also getting those timestamps in there now for the dividers, the bar, the progress bar. It has the sections, if you will. I'm forgetting what this is called right now. But yeah, man, this feels nice. This feels fucking nice to get this out. Ideally, in a perfect world, I didn't have to post these and like I would just throw them publicly in a vault. But yeah, I just want to get them out there. Okay, so there is a ton of valuable content inside of this, I think. However, I'm just so fucking bored of posting old content and I want to only post new stuff. But this is the process of getting to new stuff. I had to post the old stuff because it's part of my journey and I want to document my journey properly and I don't want to skip out on this old ass shit, but has to be done. Has to be fucking done. So I'm glad that I'm finally posting this. This is literally should have been posted an eternity ago, but we move, we grow, and lesson learned for the future. Hopefully. Also, that match cut you saw earlier though, and the next time I talk to you, I will talk to you about how I finally posted reflections. I literally learned how to do that yesterday, so I'm glad I'm already applying it. Fast action, baby. But I actually stole this from Logan Paul in his vlog where he was launching his club, I think it was. Anyways, interesting stuff, man. As time goes on, I'm literally just going to become like more and more like a filmmaker, if you will. There's just so much that's going on in my brain in regards to film and creation. It's fascinating to see. And yet, I'm still so resistant to getting a job with this shit. I just don't want to. It's fascinating as fuck. I still don't feel like a job is my calling, and yet it hits me every fucking day when I hear VaynerMedia is hiring, and I'm like, oh, should I? Shouldn't I? Current is, shouldn't I? because, or rather I shouldn't, not shouldn't I, but that's currently where my head's at, because again, I just do need to focus on things that provide me freedom. And as much as I would love to work for VaynerMedia with Gary and the rest of the team, because they all seem like fucking gems, my God. But I need to focus on me and my journey right now. All the while finding ways to pay the bills. That's important as well. Coffee, and more coffee today. Does it ever get old? Absolutely not. Your boy just realized how simple it is to do a J cut. I am watching a load of Logan Paul and David Dobrik vlogs, and these guys just live on the fucking J cut. So I was like, fuck it, let's experiment with some little shit. I didn't realize it was literally as simple as pressing Alt and then dragging this out. But there's also apparently an easier way, so let's try it real quick. Shout out to No Film School for this as well. We've got a coffee clip, and then we've got a me talking clip. And it literally can be as simple as not moving a single ting. All right, so we're gonna press N real quick. So we got the rolling edit tool up, and then we're gonna press Control and Alt at the same time, and apparently, oh, that's fucking sick. All right, so you're extending and trimming at the same time. That's fucking, oh my God. This is very important to me because I want to make sure. Bro, it just does pay off learning these little fucking hacks within Premiere and the keyboard shortcuts and all these just random things that just make everything so much easier and faster. Fuck. All right, back to the video. I'm about to go on a tear about vlogging styles. Like I was saying before, I am watching a lot of vlogs right now, and it's actually making me feel like I should quit my vlog at times. It's crazy, right? I love the vlog. This weekly vlog thing is just a lot of fun for me, despite me really sucking at keeping consistent with it in terms of the editing part. But recording, I'm spot on and trying all these types of different things. Lip chat break. But the problem is, it's way different, or not necessarily the problem. The situation is it's way different than what is truly popping right now. Let's take a look at David's vlogs for a second. We've got a classic 4:20 duration that is so damn short, and they pack so much into it. It is very fast-paced editing. Everything gets a cut, and more cuts. So many cuts, cut, more cuts, too many cuts, put some back. You know. But for me, that's not really the way my vlogs are intended to go. Same thing with Logan Paul's as well. Very high-paced editing, very attention grabbing, keeps you very engaged. It's very entertainment focused, both of these types of vlogs. And they have inspired me a lot, actually. I'm like, fuck, I can add more randomness throughout my day and have less, I can put things in that don't have incredible meaning and stuff like that, and can just like be more fun focused and entertainment focused. Not everything has to be so damn inspirational and meaningful all the fucking time. So that was great for me, and also showed me some things like J cuts that I have to do better at, or would like to do better at, vocal tonality, and all types of stuff like that, man. So I want to get better at that for sure. But at the same time, it was also making me feel like I wanted to quit the vlog yesterday. I was like, fuck, this is silly. Why do I want to quit? And the reason I felt like quitting was because I didn't feel like I could ever be at that type of level, because that's not what my content's about. That's not what gives me the most happiness. I don't derive much pleasure from doing little like skits or entertainment stuff. Like that's not really me. What fires me the most up is helping people and bringing value to people on a business level, a motivation level, a tactical level, a mindset level, whatever the case may be. But it's always about like, how can I impact this person positively? Always. That is what my driving force is above anything else, period, end of fucking story. So with this vlog, my situation is, fuck, am I ever gonna get there? Probably not, and I'm okay with that. You know why? Because that isn't the audience I'm trying to get. My goal is actually not mass. It is I would love to have everyone, but realistically, I do know that I can't have everyone based on the way I am structured. Not everyone is ready to think deep. Not everyone is into personal development. Not everyone is into growing as a human, growing in business, growing in whatever they choose to do. Not everyone is purposeful in nature. A lot of people, most people actually, are very like thoughtless, if you will, and they would rather just flake out or be entertained. That's why like TV is so high and like entertainment YouTube is just so popping. But that's not that's not who I am trying to serve. And as this week goes on, I'm realizing how much it is about me trying to help people in their evolution, helping them to evolve into a greater human, helping myself evolve into a greater human as I'm doing this as well, and just helping the journey of that evolution, helping them grow in whatever area they're looking to, at a soul level, at like a more like physical, grounded level of like, here's a skill I want to build and here's how you can do it type of thing. Stuff like that, man. This is just so much more interesting to me right now. So all this to say, my massive takeaway is I don't need to be like Logan Paul or David Dobrik or anyone else, quite frankly, because I just need to do what's best for me in my mission and pay attention to what works for me within my own self-awareness, audit myself, what I'm actually trying to do out here, and then map a plan accordingly. And it doesn't need to be a map that has been followed before. It can be a completely new map. It can be a completely new way of doing things, which is probably what's going to go down. And this different roadmap could literally mean like, I don't do the fast pace clipping because I don't want to train you guys to have the crack brain, if you will, that keeps you engaged. I want people, and I actually want to be so good at communicating that I don't need that fast-paced style. I don't need to keep everything so damn interesting. A coworker and I actually before or shortly after I started the vlog, we were talking about daily vlogging and why I didn't want to do that. And I was like, I feel like I have to make things interesting. And he's like, yeah, like daily vlogs force you to live an interesting life. And I'm like, why does that have to be the case? Like, why can't we make the day-to-day more interesting? And that's kind of low-key what my thesis is for this vlog. How can I make the monotonous more exciting? How can I document the monotonous and the quote-unquote boring stuff, the process of getting to where I want to go and the journey of getting there? And how can I make that valuable? How can I make that exciting? And it doesn't necessarily need to be made exciting through quick cuts. It can be done through storytelling, incredible storytelling, through incredible value that I'm bringing in the end listener and the end watcher. There is so many things I can do with this. And it's just about me creating that blueprint for myself as time goes on, learning from what's working, adjusting when things aren't working, and making sure my end goal at the end of the day is always, how can I bring the most value to the person on the other side of this? That is always first and foremost. If that wasn't the case, I would literally just keep all these fucking things private. I would never air them, but instead I choose to make them public because I want people to learn from my journey. I want people to learn from my day-to-day processes. I want people to learn from my mindset. I want to have a positive impact. That's always first and foremost. And I'm so fucking grateful if you're sticking along for this. It means everything to me. So where my head's at right now is a few things. Number one, I want the vlog to serve as just like a crazy document tool, meaning I want to document so many processes, evolutions. I want to document moments and use it as a massive tool for recall long term. That's very important to me. Number two, I want to educate people and motivate people and bring people so much value that they leave the vlog a better human because of it. That is so much more different than just putting out an entertainment vlog. And fuck, some days I do wish I could put out entertainment vlogs and that would be enough, but that's just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel aligned when I do that, and I feel off. It doesn't feel right. So I'm just gonna honor that. For me, I really just do want people to consume my content and leave a better individual because of it. Feeling more inspired, feeling ready to get back to their passions, their purposes, their missions. That's always what it is at the end of the day. Those are the people I am trying to serve. I am not trying to serve everyone. You are not trying to serve everyone either. If you could just get clear on who you're trying to serve, things become a lot more clear, and I'm realizing that more and more as time goes on. P.S. I also don't mean any fucking shade, in case that isn't clear, on the David Dobrik and Logan Paul audiences or vlogs or anything like that. It's just, those are not my types of audiences or my types of content that I'm going to make or bring value to, if that makes sense. And equally, I love their content. Fucking amazing content. I wish I was this good. Like, realistically, I will probably be inspired and you'll see aspects of Logan Paul and David Dobrik in my vlogs, but that will never be the main focus. I'm never going to put out 420 vlogs, I don't think, or under 5 minutes at this point. That might change in the future. And that might mean because I'm not at that high-paced speed of a vlog, if you will, and I'm more slow in nature with the way my vlogs are set up and more talking and more meaningful stuff, that I will get less viewers. And I think that's okay with me, so long as I am having that impact that I crave on a grand level. What a beautiful week this week has been. What a beautiful week. So many insights, so many breakthroughs, so many realizations, so many growth points. Evolution is probably the main theme of this vlog. It's beautiful, man. Evolutions are everything. Life is merely just evolution. Crazy, 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 crazy. Also, meta-narrating real quick. I wonder how this vlog is coming out, because I basically only talked through this vlog. Very minimal actions shown, just a lot of like inspiration, thoughts, points of view, breakthroughs. It's interesting. I think there's a chance that this comes out complete gold or complete garbage, and I'm curious to see how it goes down. All I know is I am forever experimenting with this vlog and trying to bring the most value as possible to myself and to you guys. To you guys first and foremost, let's be real, or else I would literally just keep it all private. But the goal, as always, is to just find new ways of trying to bring value. And I'm also trying to problem solve right now because I'm a little tiny bit behind on the logs as we speak. Haven't aired 21, probably will in the next week type of thing, but I'm just doing that reflections catch up, so that's why things are lagging there. But I'm going so minimal in recording right now just to make it easier on myself, and it's working, I think, so I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna leave now. My arm is so fucking tired, Jesus Christ. Also, do I have a burn on my forehead? This is something I'm wondering, because it's like very irritated around the top, and then my nose is also pretty red, and I don't know where it's from because I have not been in the sun. I've been in the fucking shade when I'm outside, but I wonder if I can like get a reflection or something like that and burn. I don't fucking know. It's all confusing. If you've been following along with my journey for long enough, you know that one of my great challenges with the reflection format is that I reflect when I'm at my Sunday. There's so many little things I'm forgetting as the week goes on. So like this week, what's changed so much is having these systems to reflect as the week is going on in real time. Whether that's through, first off, wisdom has been the biggest change. So we've got wisdom right here, and this is now capturing, I used to capture purely quotes. Like this, for example, that's a quote, "You're 2,000 cold calls away from being a millionaire" by Dan Pena. And then the rest of them are typically just lessons that I'm learning. And this is exciting as fuck to me because I just love the idea of, hey, here's what I'm learning right now, and not feeling like I need to wait till Sunday to capture what I am growing on mentally. A great example of how this is useful, by the way, looking at this reference, if you will, on what happened in the past week, I completely forgot one of my biggest lessons this week. So I saw it there, and I was like, fuck, I didn't write this. So I'm adding it right there because it's that important of a fucking point that it needs to go at the beginning. But that is the power of like this reminder thing, if you will. And then if I come up with new lessons and new realizations, I can add them into the database of wisdom when I'm looking at everything from a week standpoint versus an in the moment standpoint, you can extract different pieces of data from that. So for me, I will still have the weekly reflection at the end of the week. It just will be different, and it's clearly changed a lot since last time we spoke about the weekly reflection, which is amazing because it just needed to evolve. So, and honestly, as I'm looking at this, I kind of might just punt the idea of rewording everything at the end of the week. Like, could be just as good as, hey, let's review what I entered this week, and then from there, let's add some additional lessons, but maybe that's good enough. Maybe that's good enough. I love the evolution of these systems this week. It's phenomenal. It's just about to get even better as time goes on. Fuck me. And holy fuck, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm realizing, Jesus Christ, this needs to change. This reflection format needs to get shorter. This is crazy. Oh God, my world is changing so much on a day-to-day right now. It's fucking phenomenal. I love change. You should get excited about change too. If you're scared of change, just systematically attack that. Change is your best fucking friend. If you're not growing, you're dying. When you're learning, you're changing. When you are growing, you are evolving. And if you want things at a different level, if you want to achieve your goals, that's inherently change. So start associating change with good. Change is awesome. Change means new things are happening. You're going to try old things in new ways, or new things in new ways, and just new things in general. It's phenomenal. Change is the greatest fucking thing. Again, if you are not growing, you're dying, and every time you're changing, you are just speeding up this cycle of evolution, growth. I feel like instead of saying change, maybe just change it to like evolution or growth or something along those lines, because that's really what it is. When things are changing in your life, you are able to experience at a new level. It's phenomenal. Hairs everywhere. It's so fucking nice out here though, Jesus. It's absolutely beautiful. It's great to hear the birds as well. I don't know if you can hear that in the vlog. The little things, man. The little things. I'm out of shape, but we keep going. Bro, I just fucking love bike rides so much. Like, this was so therapeutic. Be in the sun a little bit, have a podcast of Andy Priscilla going. Man, that guy just gives me hope for all this COVID stuff. Probably not in the way you're thinking. Our world, man. Our world seems so fucked right now. And not because of COVID. Because of people's response to COVID. And our rights. And everything that is going on behind the scenes. That makes me question a lot of things. But Andy Priscilla tells it like it is. Real AF, baby. Thank you, Andy Priscilla, always and forever, for everything you've done for me since 2015. Insane how much you've helped, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just whipping right here. So good, so good. If you're feeling stressed right now, literally just go for a fucking bike ride. You feel infinitely better wherever you're at. It's such a fucking high. Now I want chocolate and coffee. Oh, fucking nice, man. Also watching Alita Battle Angel. I need a second one for this, holy fuck.
So great. I have a favorite food now.
Fitting. Final message of the week is absolutely honor your evolution. Remember that is all we're here to do, is literally just evolve, in my opinion. That's why we come to Earth. That's why we come into this physical form. Just literally to evolve. It's what everything is about. It's what is going to bring you the most happiness, in my opinion. Life is literally just evolution. You are growing or you are dying. It's really that simple. And I wish you growth. And I wish you incredible change and evolution and happiness and learning and progress and all the good things. All the good things. I also want to hear from you guys about evolution. What is something that you're working on right now that you want to evolve? What's something that you're consciously evolving in your own life, your business, whatever speaks to you the most? I also would love if you enjoyed this video enough that you could throw a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can not miss any more videos from me. All right, guys, I am falling asleep right now. I just want to remind you, evolve or die. You really have no choice. Embrace evolution. It is your friend. It's actually your best friend. And it's going to take you to the places that you want to go. Anyways, much love, you beautiful people. I will catch you in the next one.